Hi, welcome to Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Bison, and I forgot to mute Twitch. Give me a sec. There we go. Uh, Tonight we are playing some Cyberpunk Red. Um, you notice we're missing a window. You should have watched last week. I'm sorry, Fox. You should have watched the rest of it. You know what happens. You were there for the last bit. But here we go. We will start with Red Death.
One time I'm actually not ready. You got me
I
this time.
got him. I got him.
Hello, I am the Scarred Adventurer. When you don't see me here on Tuesdays as Red Death, Overkill Incarnate, you will find me here on Thursdays as Warren Lang. Madness descends upon everything that he can really feel that. Everything he can get his hands on, really. He's going to make them go absolutely fucking insane. Um, and then on Sundays, you will find me playing Arthur Wolf, complicated character to be sure. Um, I will get the links up in a moment, or someone else will get the links up in a moment. Either way, links will go up in a moment for the wonderful people I work with at Tango Productions because they're so wonderful, and I love working with them. It's great, and we're bringing stuff eventually, but that's the key word, eventually. So get used to it. Yeah.
All right, let's
Anyways, I'm
go.
gonna hand it back to the city because I don't think I have anything else to say.
All right, let's go with Exit next.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I'm here today as Exit. Um, on, sorry, on, did you hear that?
I heard the second one.
Ooh, my bad. Didn't think they'd be audible. Um, on Thursdays as Nora Smartass Avalon, and Sundays as Runa, Where the Fuck is My Mom, Ingvild's daughter. Um, that's about it. Otherwise, I can sometimes be found in the Discord. Otherwise, you'd be hard pressed to find me, so don't try. Um, that's about it. Back to you, Bison.
All right, and last and certainly not least, we are going with all the way from Poland, the Crimson Kraken.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brilchan, Carol, real name. And today I will be playing our wonderful Slappy Slavic Dionysus Kraken, all the way from Russia and with mixed Polish heritage. And that's today, that's right now, and it's gonna be a really feel heavy episode today, so get ready for that, everybody. And I also play another game in the 20 Gaming channel. I play in our Devil versus Zombies game. I play Ben Drown, the Devilman, and it's a lot of fun as well. So I think it's Friday. Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. I get the names of the days mixed up, and I also like to watch our other episodes of past games. There are some really fun 600 plus episodes. It's worth a search. There's something for everybody. And that's all from me. And yeah, give it back to the city. Thank you.
All right. Um, Cyberpunk Red was created by Mike Pondsmith. Wow, blah. I can talk. And all the wonderful people at R. Talsorian Games. Check out their website, rtalsoriangames.com. No, we're not sponsored, but that would be neat. Um, I'm here 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 4 times a week. Tonight I'm running this shit show. On Thursdays I play Garrett Sakes, everyone's favorite depressed emo, in Deviant Paradox, a City of Mists campaign. On Saturday I am Calvin Scooter Hobbs, a totally legitimate space pilot in our Starforged game Starsworn. And on Sundays, I am Gav the Grin, everyone's favorite back alley Batman slash, just learned how to read, big lovable dude. on Shadow of the Voctorm. Because I forgot to. All right, let's go back to this part. Our VTT of choice tonight is Roll20. Character art is done through Hero Forged. We can thank Pixabay for our background images and specifically Thunderscape 7 for making it background art. Before we begin, I'd like to give you guys a word of warning. Cyberpunk is a world of dystopia, and people do what they have to in order to get by. Tonight's episode has an assisted suicide, a topic that we at Dirty 20 Gaming do not take lightly. If you're having thoughts of this nature, please talk to somebody. We're not telling you not to watch the show, but we do want you to feel safe. This is just a game. Everyone at the table is okay, and we want you to be too. With that, on with the show. We will start where the audience doesn't want us to, with Red Death. When you left the lab room at the university, the far wall exploded and a mob of rainbow addicted and controlled zombies started to fill the hallway and come towards you. You realized that they were coming for you guys. It's pretty obvious. So you put down Magic, who was probably pretty happy about that fact for about half a second, because you then picked up the doctor with a fireman's carry, put your foot through a window, and yeeted the two of you out of it with the intent of splitting the mob and meeting up at Molly in the parking lot. The college campus is a mess. Outmatched security guards trying to fend off packs of people from all walks of life. You use grievance to blow off a few knees and gun hands while the doctor protests. I can walk myself. I'm not the one on drugs.
Am I supposed to care about this fact?
Just. Are you going to put him down, or are you just going to keep going?
I'm faster with. I'm likely fat. I can likely move faster with him on me than if he were to be off me. We both move at the same time.
Probably. He's still going to try and squirm. Give me an body athletics roll.
Body athletics.
Yeah.
All right.
15. Yeah. Not a problem.
How much to just hit him in the back of the head to make him just stop doing this?
That basically happens as you're running. You're wearing armor, Jack. It's not like this is clothing. This is not soft.
No.
So every once in a while you can hear an ow, ah, my nose, ah, as his head
I'm gonna
bumps
hit him
against
once,
your.
just once.
Oh,
Make me feel better. 19.
19. Yeah, just
Not asking to do much damage, just like enough to shut up.
You clock him in the nose, and I've been so good getting the gender neutral right. You clock them in the nose, and they protest a little bit more, but they're not fighting. They're just mad that you punched them in the face. It's
As
not
they should
hard.
be.
It's not hard to get to the parking lot, and the threats seem to be few and far between. Give me an awareness stealth roll as you try to make your way to Molly undetected.
Oh. Awareness or body stealth?
Is it body?
It's body.
It's body. I'm done.
No. 13.
13. Critical fail, but it's enough. There's as you are making your way there, you hear the roaring of an engine and the sound of Ludacris's Move Bitch blaring from the sound system as Kraken and Bones roll up. It's from the other side of the lot, but from where Bones is on the other side of the lot, they're entering their own, you see a souped up pickup with a couch set up like a throne between two big fat exhaust stacks. Lounging on it is Cheshire, and he's lazily throwing pills to a throng of outstretched arms surrounding the truck.
How far is he from me?
Um, far enough that it wouldn't be an easy shot, but you're more
No, I'm
concerned
asking,
about.
should I use my grievance or should I use my harbinger?
You could take a shot, but you know that the second
Narratively, it
you
doesn't
do,
hit.
I was going to say, you know that the second you do take a shot, that all of those people, suits, soldiers, gang members, college kids, they're
It
all going
doesn't
to
help
come
that
after
it
you.
doesn't help that my weapons are silenced, does it?
It silencers aren't really a thing in cyberpunk that I've seen. The existence of cyber audio kind of
Yeah.
makes a silencer a little
But I mean, how many of these drugged out, insane people are going to be using their cyber audio to listen for gunshots?
that's fair. Um,
Also, in reality, they don't really work.
yeah,
Silencers.
they're
No,
not really
I'm
silence.
aware, but
Yeah.
still, like if anyone has cyber audio on, they're probably listening to,
Do you believe in magic?
yeah, that's
She's
what my brain
somewhere
went.
here. You gotta find her or she's gonna get out of here. No. Anyways, sorry,
That's
I don't
kind of
know
what I
where
was
that came
imagining,
from.
honestly.
Yeah, they're off in another world. Uh,
Is that what people with cyber audio hear?
no,
That
it's
would
not what
really
it's
suck for exit.
You
this
have to
music
be
is
unrainbow
terrible.
to hear it.
No, I'm just
And you
imagining that you
got
turn
the
on your
pills with
music,
you.
like you just hit your MP3s on, so you have the like I can feel the music, whoa, kind of feeling, as opposed to
uh,
I didn't want to interrupt Red's scene, but since you said that Kraken is there, and in the last game he didn't get to use his cherry bomb, and now he sees the Catman in the distance, could he try to throw his very bad, very not working bomb at them because he would be
if he
mad.
throws a bomb, I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot.
all right. So, um,
Just
I'm gonna
saying.
cut into the scene that I was gonna leave for a sec. You guys, you know, the car stops. Bones sticks his head out. Crack or Red Death, you see Kraken's arm from the passenger seat just sort of wind up with what looks like a soup can.
Yeah.
Um, you can't really see it like really well, but it looks like he's about to throw a can of soup at these guys. Um, and as you're getting ready to take the shot, you hear another gunshot. You guys have worked together long enough. I'm not going to make you roll. That's Exit's gun. Speaking of, the hammer cocks. Magic pleads. You have to do it. It's the only way. The action releases. Your heart pleads. You can't. This is your friend. The round flies. Your brain rationalizes. It's too late now. All in the space of a moment. All in the space of an eternity. The body falls. What does Exit feel?
Like she got shot.
It's not like someone like you've shot plenty of people before. It's never bothered you. This is someone you trusted. This is someone who asked you to do it. When that body hits the ground, you know that's a corpse. But that's also your best friend.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Immediately holstering her gun and going to stabilize, wrapping, trying to wrap the jacket around the wound and doing CPR.
You don't even hear the AV land. Just all of a sudden, trauma teams in your face. Literally. A hospital green and white helmet fills your vision. Let go of the patient. We are authorized to use lethal force if necessary. You have 3 seconds to comply.
She does.
The trauma team medic pushes you out of the way, and with your cyber audio, you can hear fucking amateur under their breath. They apply a cryo pump to Magic's face, uh, slip a gurney under her, and whisk her away. And then you're alone again. Everything seems so far away right now. The shooting, the screams. All you can hear is this immeasurably loud thudding sound. It's so fast and it fills fills the sides of your vision. You can feel it, and then you realize that's your heart beating. And then that survival sense kicks in. You're in a combat zone, Exit. There are people who want to kill you everywhere right now.
She is actively sobbing, but she is running to the parking lot.
You don't remember the next couple of minutes, but you you run, and then you you get there, and you're kind of like a bit of a distance away, and you can see Cheshire standing on the flatbed of this truck. And then you look at the truck. Bandits have a style. You know, every nomad clan, sorry, I said bandits, I meant nomad. Every nomad clan has a distinctive style when they modify their vehicles. The Kincaids like cargo capacity. The Aldecaldos like durability. The Gangrel clan was known for their immaculate smuggling. But your clan liked to make a statement. Rolling coal is not something that really happens with chew-powered engines, given that it's ethanol-based, not, you know. But those two big fat stacks behind the cab of that 4x4, you can see, just in your mind's eye, big black clouds following it and others as they race towards an unsuspecting convoy. Lucifer's wings, your dad called it. Kraken, please remind me what your grenade does.
It's a really shitty grenade made with 10 heavy pistol bullets and some screws and some oil. It was just made to throw at the chasing us
Oh, okay, yeah. It
two
was just kind of like
bikes.
a
So,
shrapnel
so
bomb.
it's a really shitty. I think it was 15 and 16 and weapons tech. It's just made with duct tape and oil and some gas.
Okay. Yeah, so it's
Can of tomato soup.
a really crappy can of soup.
Yeah,
So
kind of smash.
yeah, can of smash.
Cherry chocolate soda
Right. This is your big bad
smash.
cherry bomb.
Yep.
All right, so give me an
Because Mr.
explosives
Bones
roll.
gets all the best flavors. So cherry chocolate soda.
Yeah,
And
so
I got to have a point in demolition.
yeah,
So
you told me about that. So
because Kraken is working on his demolition skills, and it will be very very bad because it's a 2 times skill, and I got to find it now, and it's I
it's
think
in I think it's in
weapons fighting.
where
And
is it?
yeah, I
It
should have known
is
that. Technique maybe. Oh, range weapons. No.
no, it is in technique. Demolitions is
Okay.
the second,
Yep. Yes.
yeah, second one down. A 9. Um,
It's horrible.
it detonates in the air. Red Death, give me that rifle shot because you were taking a fire at Cheshire.
Yeah, this is, and he's the appropriate distance for a rifle as opposed to a gun.
Yeah, handgun, you would have had a bit of a tougher time. Are you aiming for the head or are you going center of mass?
I'm if I
Because
roll
the
well enough, I want to be able to say head, but I don't know if I'll roll well enough.
you
That's the
have to
thing.
call it ahead of time.
I know. So center mass 17,
Okay.
which gets me between the 50 to 100 feet, really easily.
Meters.
Meters, sorry, yards.
It would have been a
Meters,
26 to 50. So unfortunately you do miss.
Can I just see what the gun would have been
What the
for
actual
26 to
shot?
50? No, I mean for the grievance as opposed to
Yeah,
the
go
sniper
ahead.
rifle.
Go ahead.
It's 19 for 26 to 50. That's 25. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it still would have been tough.
I was just curious. I don't know the ranges for these things until I know the
That's
ranges.
okay. We honestly we don't do combat that much.
It's more fun not to.
It is
honestly.
definitely having narrative combat and being silly about it's a lot more fun. The round hits one of the stacks. I think the way it plays out is you're taking a shot just as you're about to pull the trigger, Kraken's grenade goes off and you twitch. So Cheshire did have a whole speech. So basically he stands up, he's like, "You've arrived, come to bring Jesus Christ. Fucking kill them."
I'm gonna shoot again.
Speeches for you, stupid cat.
Okay.
Especially if I see exit nearby, I'm gonna shoot again to keep their attention on me as opposed to exit.
Were you hiding by Molly or were you and the doctor?
I think me and the doctor, I think at this point we've seen I've seen Bones. I'm moving the doctor to Bones to
Yeah.
take.
I forgot to mention this part because we kind of skipped around a little bit. The Humaris, which is Bones's car, pulls up to stop just past Molly. So it's a big long oh crap, Villafort big
Yeah.
honking huge car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Alvarados. And so it's just you see it just sort of pull back and you see this, glowing or not golden, like a golden powder coat just sort of like slide past the vehicle and just keeps going and it's going and it's going because if you've played Cyberpunk 2077, you know what those
Oh, they're massive.
the
They're
Valentino cars are, yeah.
yeah. They have
Both of a
six wheels at least.
Yep. 4 in the front, 2 in the
Four in the
back.
front,
They're
yeah.
so dumb. They're so dumb.
I love how they look. I would never want to have one.
No.
Actually, no, I would want to have one just so I can go, look at this. Can I drive it? No, it doesn't have an engine. Come on. What kind of monster would do that?
But it's like it doesn't have an engine, but there is enough room for a swimming pool. Lifts the hood.
Mr. Bones is so extra.
Look, there's no
I
engine.
love him.
There's just a hot tub.
That also very much a Bones thing. I might have to rethink the Humaris.
Look, his Humaris is good, but when he needs a more luxury vehicle, it's the Femur.
Actually, the Golden Bone is located on 420 Femur Drive.
Of course it is.
Okay. So
Red would have thrown the doctor into the Humaris as it was driving past him.
all right, exit.
And then stood out to try to, especially if he knows exit is nearby there.
I don't think you would have really known, unless exit said something. But
You're about to know.
yeah,
Can
exit do have an
Red roll
amazing.
range weapons to throw the doctor at the car?
Do I have to roll archery to throw the doctor into the vehicle?
Yes. Archery to throw the doctor.
26.
26. He
Brilliant.
Kraken, there is a strangely attractive doctor in your lap with a broken nose.
I won't kill you, traitor, so don't worry. You got enough punishment as it is. But we will talk.
Jeez, I didn't see that you rolled a crit there, Scarred.
I did. I
You
rolled a
rolled
crit.
26. So yeah, that like you had a spiral on it and everything. I don't know how you managed to pull that off.
Dogs
Because
of
I'm red
football.
fucking death.
Uh so yeah, Bones is like, just get in the back seat. And he just sort of
Kraken
climbs
would
over you.
throw him.
Yeah, he just ugh. So exit, you get to Molly.
Um, as she runs up, she sees Cheshire in a vehicle that is obviously modded by her parents. Um,
Big red 4x4.
she just goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." And she takes 2 shots at Cheshire.
All right. Give me that shot. We are looking
The
at 20.
last fucking person she wants to see right now. And that's the last vehicle she wants to see right now.
Yeah, I imagine that'd make a pretty good distraction from what just happened. Um, you do not have a poor quality weapon, so your gun does not jam. Um, what is it? You have what, a heavy pistol?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
A
So
heavy pistol gives you a range of, as long as it's within 12 meters.
yeah, no, it's definitely not. So you miss, 2 more rounds fly. You watch a spurt of blood come out of the crowd. So you
That
definitely
works.
you definitely hurt somebody. Um, give me a drive land vehicles roll to try and get in and out as quickly as you can.
18.
18. Pretty good. You're level 6, dang. Makes sense.
I leveled it up due to her background.
Makes sense.
Wait a sec. Oh, God.
You
Sorry,
guys,
you and I have the same modifier level for drive land vehicles.
plus 11. It's just
It's just
yours
plus
is
11, and that's because mine is all because of reflexes.
Yeah, I have 5 reflexes.
I have 8.
yeah. So you guys peel out of there. And as you do, Kraken, you get a notification in your pocket. It's not your.
He would check Magic's phone that he took from the here hospital room, and he would say she really should take better care of her things. I have to modify this to be safer. And he would look at it and like jaw slacked open.
It's a flatline warning. It says it's the biomonitor program. It says warning. And it gives a long number. Is currently experiencing a cardiac event. If you know CPR, please apply it to the patient immediately. If you have access to a phone agent, please call trauma team at blah 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 blah. And then the message repeats.
He would try calling the trauma team using Magic's phone.
It picks up on the first ring. Trauma team, how can I redirect your call? Are you in need of a medical emergency?
This is the telephone of my boss. I don't know where she is. Here is her trauma team membership number. And he would, let's say, the phone. her number.
One moment, please. A few seconds later. I'm sorry, we are not permitted, as per trauma team policy, to discuss open cases with people who are not plan members. Thank you for your time.
I think hearing that Kraken would just take Magic's phone and break it. Because he would be mad. Sorry.
All right.
You
So
just do that.
Are you strong enough for that?
he is actually Kraken's a
Yeah.
beast. Like
Uh,
his stats are actually really good. So
and
you
it's from the book. I didn't change his stat very much. It just one of them. His body 5.
yeah, he's pretty. It doesn't take much to break a
Pretty
phone.
buff.
It really doesn't take much to break a phone. So you guys head not back to the Golden Bone, not back to the precipice, not even to any of the safe houses. Actually, no, wait a minute. You've got the doctor with you.
Yep.
Why did I
We-
write that as if you didn't?
We need the safe house.
Yeah.
The Golden
Were you
Bone.
expecting me to murder him before we got the chance to?
No. What was I thinking?
So I'd assume a disheveled exit is driving Molly.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think any. Did Red Death go in the Humaris or did Red Death go in Molly?
Red's probably gotten to Molly.
Okay, so it's the two of you.
because he automatically gets shotgun if no one else is in the car.
Doesn't have to fight with it.
He doesn't have to ride bitch.
He never rides bitch. Mostly because
You're
he
right.
can't aim very well from bitch.
Yeah, it's terrible aim from bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
And he doesn't want to put holes through your windshield.
Exit. What is going through your mind right now as you make the drive back? I'm going to say you are heading to a safe house. Probably the one at Captain Skull's Happy Time Fun Place.
Her mind is blank in the sense that there's too much noise to make anything out.
There's
much of
definitely
that-
going to be a one of those kind of echoey, like you hear it, but it's it's underwater. The
Mhm.
sound of the heartbeat's too loud for you.
Mhm.
As Red is trying to get your attention.
How does that look?
Exit is like tunnel visioned on the road, and she's like holding back tears because she needs to see the road.
Red is kind of poked out the window and he's just kind of calling to exit.
You're in my car.
He's leaning out the window to make sure that nothing's following them.
Okay.
That's what I
doing
mean.
that mirror thing. So, do you respond?
I'd assume she just barely hears any of it, and she just goes, "What?"
I saw a trauma AV. Where's Magic?
In the AV.
What happened in the short time I was gone?
Can we talk about this at the safe house?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'd rather not end up in a car crash.
For the better.
So you pull up at. Actually, let's go over there. Go back to the Night City page. Can I bring the move party ribbon here? There we go.
If I may, I
Mhm.
think during the ride, Kraken would just turn to the doctor and say, "Since you're alive, you told them something good to make your life worth having. Then tell me, and maybe you will survive through the end of this night, because now your chances don't look very good." And I think the
I
doctor
told them the truth. Gregory. I am not a villain here. I wanted to help people.
You are a traitor. I trust you with my life, and I trust you with the life and health of my friends, and you betrayed me. I know you were working for some corporation, but to use innocent people as test subjects and to work with that fucking madman.
It's not like I had a choice, and I didn't know what he was doing. Messer's insane.
You
If
think
that's
that
even who he
makes
is
it
anymore.
better? You will stay alive because if you would told me earlier, I told the same to the Catman. If you would treat me not as a tool but as a partner,
I never
you could
saw
have
you as
ruled
a
this
tool.
city.
I never saw you as a tool, Gregory.
Now you say that now, my Herr Doctor, now you are my tool. You will be kept alive just so I can take everything from Catman. I will not kill him. I will not kill you. I will humiliate Catman because that's the way that magic likes it. I will blackmail him. I will take everything that he made and I would turn it to victory for me, my team, and my boss. And you are just another wrench in my tool belt, Doctor. We could have been friends, but now you will be kept alive and kept healthy and kept in good working condition, just like the wrench I clobbered you with, because
Kraken.
I take good care of my tools.
Kraken. I think he gets the point.
Oh, he will. He will, boss. Okay, I'm shutting up. I have to work on a project. And he would take a little red notebook and start sketching ideas for personal protection from Rainbow.
If you piss on my seats back there, I'm gonna let Kraken do what he wants.
Understood. So we get to Captain Steelbone's Happy Time Fun Park in Pacifica. It is still ass o'clock in the morning. There's nobody at the arcades right now. You know, we're at that rare time in the morning where the minimum wage college student whose voice still hasn't cracked is, managing to actually catch up to all the food spills and other fluid spills. This is a fun park. People do what they want, and those rides are a little wild. But you head down to that safe room, the one you guys hid in so long ago. Feels like forever. It really does. It's almost like it was a year and a half, 2 years ago. Um, uh, and Bones throws him into one of the rooms, has a cot, throws a self-heating TV dinner. It's like one of those heat packs. I don't know if y'all in the South have those, but in Canada, it gets cold enough that you get these little heating packs, you crack them, and there's a chemical reaction. It's really cool. Like the science is neat as hell, but don't eat them.
There are actually some really cool Japanese and other Asian self-heating
Yeah, same
dinners. Yeah,
concept.
that's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Uh, anyways, and then Bones shuts the door, and he looks at Red Death. He looks at Kraken, and he looks at Exit.
Spill. We got a flatline warning on the way back. What happened? Where's Magic?
Trauma team.
Still doesn't explain what happened.
She told me to kill her. She had a plan.
That was a plan?
She thought it would help. And I was stupid. I listened. The plan failed.
Sometimes biz goes pear-shaped. It happens.
Through this, Exit is like trying to talk, but she is like breaking down.
You feel a metallic clank on your shoulder.
The hard part is not letting it happen again.
Exit nods. It won't.
I'm getting a little sick of her suicidal plans.
And
Where were you, Red?
Exit collapses into Bones.
Thinning the herd. I
I don't like
took
it.
the good doctor, and I had to run to make sure that we, in an attempt to try to get them to deal with less of them than more of them. Tactically, it made the most sense.
No, you did what you thought was right. You couldn't have predicted this. I couldn't have predicted this. There's only one thing left to do. We go to the afterlife. We grieve. And then we move on.
No, 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 no. This is not happening.
Kraken.
No,
Kraken.
no. Here is all my money. I will give you a list of things I need to do to work. I need to go to Rome. I need to do project. This is not real. This is not reality.
Kraken. This is Night City.
No, no,
This
no,
is
no.
how it happens.
No.
You need to grieve.
No, 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 no time to grieve. Time for
You
vengeance.
can.
Time for project.
There isn't the time right now.
Mr. Bones forcefully, like, forces you to
He's a
look at
bug.
him.
He could have do it.
Yeah, he just literally, like, forces you to look at him. It's like,
Kraken. You're no good to us like this. You're obsessing. You're freaking out.
But
And by
I can do
yourself,
stuff.
you're vulnerable. You're an addict. You need to be with us. We need to grieve. And we need the ritual. We're going to the afterlife. And then you can work. That's an order.
You're the
Don't make
boss.
me bring out the boss stick.
You don't have to. You save my life more times than I can count. You earned that. He deflates and just
I look after my
dissociate.
tunes.
When there's like a pause of silence in the room, Exit pipes up again. I tried to stabilize her, guys, but I didn't, I guess.
Of course you did.
Exit. Not your fault. Magic was our boss. She
Kraken, I
gave you
shot her.
order.
Exit, you look down at your hands and your shirt. You're covered in her blood. Bones is like,
We know you did your best.
You did.
She just like starts crying harder, looking at her hands.
Let's get you washed up.
Yeah.
and Bones leads her into a separate room that's got a sink. And Kraken, Red Death, do you guys say anything? While You hear her washing up.
Kraken would just try to take notes in his notebook if Red Death.
Red will close your notebook. Time is later.
But it's the only thing I can do for her to for Tommy, for everyone
Kraken.
else.
Right now, I need you to work on yourself.
That's the hardest part.
I know.
I cannot even cry. I don't have tear ducts. I don't have muscles on this fucking face, and he would slap his face. I should have been
And-
there. If I would stay with would have, could have, should have. I
Exactly.
can change best. I need tattoos. Yeah, no tattoos.
Hold off. Work on yourself first.
It was really
The
heartbreaking.
way that we
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
the way we make sure that this doesn't happen, the way we mourn, the way we honor at the moment is to make sure this doesn't happen again. You're
Yes, you are
exhausted.
right.
I'm
You are.
exhausted.
Yes.
Sit down for a few minutes. Just relax.
And he would take out a screw and start fidgeting with the screw because he's so nervous he needs to steam to let out the nervous energy. And yes, you are right. Mr. Bones is right. I cannot be alone. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. And he's just dissociating really, really hard right now. He seems like a lost child.
Back to exit. Bones doesn't say anything. He follows you in to the bathroom, closes the door, locks it, makes it very clear that nothing is getting in. And he lets you do whatever you need to.
She's like viscerally sobbing. And she's trying not to break the mirror in this bathroom because it's not hers.
You guys, Red Death and Kraken, you guys don't hear anything because Bones has turned on the tap, the faucet's going. So he just stands there. You know Bones better than probably anybody. His body language is such that you can tell, even lost in your own grief, you can tell that he is probably the most uncomfortable he's ever been.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I'm not used to seeing people like this. Especially you. Are you okay?
I think I'm the furthest thing from it.
Do you think you can be okay? Can you pretend?
Probably. I've gotten pretty good at it.
I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Listen, we don't have to go to afterlife, but given everything, I think she deserves it. Don't you?
Yeah, she does.
All right.
He produces seemingly from nowhere another clean shirt.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
The two of them exit the exit the bathroom, and you guys pile into the Humaris to the afterlife.
Red is actually going to meet up with them in a moment. He's also gonna. He's got weeks worth of blood on him. He needs to.
He needs to wash.
He needs to clean up a bit.
Yeah.
At least that's the very reasonable sounding reason he gives.
All right. So after, everybody kind of almost basically showers, you go to the afterlife. Gav doesn't even question the guy at the door, doesn't even question Bones. He stands to the side. He's like, Mr. Sir, how you doing? I lost the voice. It's not Russian Gav, it's a different Gav, so don't worry about it.
Alternate timeline, Gav.
Alternate timeline Gav.
Wibble wobbly, timey wimey, spacey wacy
Yeah.
stuff.
He moved to
He can
Freiburg.
have a voice box and
yeah.
change the accent
Hey.
on a whim.
Like I said in the Shadow of the Voxterm cast chat, Gav doesn't travel, so his accent does it for him.
Indeed.
Bones walks straight up to Bison, whispers in his ear. Bison nods and motions to the crew to sit at the bar, and he pulls down a radio mic. Your attention. Biz will have to wait. Magic Silverlock has entered our hallowed halls. Gone, but not forgotten. As one, you guys, the three of you, see raised arms as everyone in the bar lifts up their hands with a shot. Even Rogue, the queen of the afterlife, lifts a glass. She locks eyes with Exit. Sorry?
I love that woman.
Yeah. She locks eyes with Exit, a glance filled with the knowing regret of having had to make a terrible choice. Bison, turns around and has a series of highball glasses with a swirling blue and silver liquid. Adios, motherfucker, with a memory. Hands them out to everybody. To Magic.
Magic, a
Magic.
true friend.
You sit and commiserate for a while. As you do, there's like patted hands on the back just patting you. Just, I'm sorry. It's people ask, is this your first loss? Things like that. The kind of questions that get asked when everybody knows how you feel. It's when everything goes quiet that you look up and realize Indy is standing just inside the door. He starts to make his way towards you.
Not this fucking guy.
For those of
You
you who
here to
haven't met
die
him,
or are you here to mourn?
my sister just died. The only member of my family I gave a shit about. Let me at least have this.
Then sit.
He does. And he's quiet for a bit. By this point, a small little, I'm going to say ofrenda because it's the only word I know. Sort of a shrine to magic. A
Altar.
picture of her as magic in a M4G1KK. from one of her streams, just a big happy smile and a big grin on her face as she lays out some gonk with a terrible story that's going to put him in jail for years. Uh, and there's people are leaving like Eddie, like just like a single Eddie chip or a filled shot or a one of her recordings. And Bones stands. I forgot to write his eulogy. Shit. uh Bones stands and he goes to the altar. And he's got a shot glass in his hand. He's got the adios motherfucker in it with the little silver twist.
Magic was an interesting kid. She was smart. She knew how to find the juiciest dirt on people, especially the ones who didn't want it, the dirt found. But this city chewed her up. It's hard here. And it's not kind. And we lost someone good.
He sits down. Indy stands up next, and he goes to the thing. He doesn't have a drink in his hand, but he does sort of lightly touch the frame of the picture. You knew her as Magic, but to me she was Laura. Lore, when we weren't fighting, we didn't get along all the time. I mean, she was the golden child. Father always saw her as the heir, even when she was running around in pigtails and diapers, and we were boosting cars. Me and Eddie would go do boy stuff, maybe commit a crime now and then, and she would tattle to mother. We'd get grounded, she'd get a pat on the head. It was hard not to be resentful of that, and I probably took it out on her a few times. But she was smart, creative, voiced like a songbird. And the only person I knew that could calm our brother down. No idea how she got through to that gonk. He sniffs and clears his throat. I can't cry because of the emotional suppressants, but I'm really going to miss her. She wasn't perfect, but she was the best of us. My sister. And he sits back down. Do any of you go up?
May I?
Yep. Go ahead.
I cannot stand up and say, I cannot cry because I lost my tear ducts when I was 16. But if I could, I would cry for her. She hated the name Laura. She asked to be called Magic, and that's her chosen name, and I will respect that. She was a great person, a good boss, and a terrific friend. And the worst part is that she didn't know how fucking badass she was. She didn't see herself as someone who is amazing. We didn't know each other very much, but she was a survivor. And the last minute I saw her, everybody thinks she was some delicate flower. She almost ripped out my new Klondike. She was a badass, and I just feel sad that I didn't get to say to her how impressed I was with her fighting ability at that moment. And Kraken would take out her broken phone and put it at the altar and just get back to his seat. And you take out some eye drops to put in his eyes so he can cry a little with the help of those drops, and that would be his moment, and he would be silent.
Go ahead.
Red stands, and there is an unnatural stillness about him, and there has been for a while. And he starts very, and he starts off, and he just starts off. One of the biggest pains in the ass I've ever known. A woman who refused to know her own worth, and was convinced that the only way she could ever be of use was to sacrifice herself. Someone who deserved better than this city. Someone who deserved better than her family. Someone who deserved better. Someone who I called friend. And wish I still could. Goodbye, magic. He puts down the contract that she put with him, folded up neatly, takes out a small, sharp implement and shoves a knife through it. Gives it a little flick with his finger to give it a twang. Sits back down and becomes still once more.
You didn't see Kane come in, but just all of a sudden you're sitting there and she's there standing next to the portrait. I didn't know magic that well, but she was probably my fucking hero. I remember the time that you guys saved my asses in that bar when those fucking Johnnies came and tried to kill me just because I played covers they didn't like. She made a fan out of me that day just by being fearless. I could see it. You guys could see it. She couldn't fight worth a damn. But she was still there in the middle of it all, giving 110%. And that really resonated with me. And I'll never forget her in that moment, scared as hell and still trying. She inspired me to do talk shows, to do interviews. She's the reason I'm not just a rocker girl anymore. And now I can't thank her. And then she sort of heads off to another table, and you can see a couple of people stand up and, give her a hug, pat her on the back, and hand her a drink, and they go to their thing. That leaves exit.
Um, she goes up. Magic was the best friend a girl could ask for. We didn't get along at first. She thought no one could see the person she was. In fact, I still don't think she knew how great she was or how loved she was. She was a rare find in Night City. like a diamond among shards of glass. She was kind and always put her friends before herself, no matter what that got her. I remember one time we were in a car chase and she jumped out of a car I was driving so fast. She was trying to help in her own way. She scared the shit out of me. I thought I lost her then. And Exit just starts crying. I can't. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to.
You guys spend the next hour or two drinking, commiserating, sharing stories. At one point, Here shows up and he kind of comes over to you guys. He's like, I heard. I'm sorry. Look, I went back to the clinic after all the rainbow patients cleared out, and I did some digging in the staff room. Don't worry, nobody saw me. I found these in Magic's effects. I don't know if they were gonna give them to you guys or not, but here we go. He holds out a few vid chips in his hand. Gives a quick glance to Rogue, who nods. Follow me. He sort of waves, and then stops, turns on his heel, and jabs a finger into Indy's chest so hard he actually steps back a few steps. Not you.
You tell
You.
him here. You fucking tell him.
Indy holds up his hands. It's like, your guys' contract with the Argent Key is still open. If you want to keep working for us, that's fine. But I'd understand if you don't.
No, just fuck off.
Fine.
It was the reason I was there.
He had some choice comments about you. I don't want to you're not my enemy, but I don't want to have nothing with you. My contract is terminated as of right now. He's my boss. He would finger in the direction of Mr. Bones. Bye bye, Mr. Andy.
Indy just holds his hands up, turns around, walks away. Once he's left the afterlife, Bison leans on the bar table, and he's like, I would have punched him.
Trust me, I wanted to.
Good
First
on
time
you.
I was shot
Magic
in the
didn't
face.
like violence. She wouldn't wish that on her brother.
Good, because I would have hated to have to break that up. We don't fight here.
Yes. It
Anyways.
wasn't her style. We will blackmail him in the future.
Yeah.
He will wish that he would be
You don't want to say
dead.
that out loud, man.
Just
Yeah.
so you guys head to a
I'm new at
private
blackmail.
booth.
Sorry.
You guys head back to a little private booth. It's got a video display on it. And Here, waits till everybody gets in, closes the door. You see the glass fog. Nobody can see in. You guys can barely see out. And he puts in the first vid chip. And it's Magic. She doesn't look great, but it's in the clinic. Her hair clings to her scalp in sweaty clumps. She's tired. She's got bags under her eyes. And she looks like she doesn't want to do this, but she's been asked to. You hear it's okay, honey. I'll be right outside. and you hear a door close.
Shit. Fuck. Okay, I'm supposed to do some diary, I guess. About getting better off of Rainbow. I don't really know. I don't even know what to say at this point. I guess. Hi? I guess that's where I'm supposed to start. All right, exit. Thank you. Thank you for being an actual friend to me, a friend who's gonna kick my ass and tell me I'm being a dipshit. Kraken, best way I can describe you is a song. No one really knows what's going on, but once the chorus hits, you know that they knew exactly what they were doing the entire time. It may just take a while to understand. Shane, if you're watching, thank you for staying with this insane group. I know how insane we are. Red. God damn it, what am I supposed to say to you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry the type of fucking mess I became. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. I fucking tried. All I did was fuck up. Land my ass in here. Or what the fuck am I supposed to do to help? I can't even leave, and then I'm gone. And I don't know how long I'm gone for, and nurse, can I get out of here now?
Is everything okay, Miss Silverlock?
I just can't do this.
It's okay. You can continue another time.
Thanks.
We have yoga in room 3, and then the video cuts out. Here, just sort of, he's leaning against the glass wall, his arms crossed, and a thoughtful look on his face, and he's kind of just watching the three of you, plus Bones. I didn't get a chance to talk to her when she was inside. She's not looking so good. This was, he checks, 2 days ago.
Yeah, she wasn't good. I tried to help her. Didn't work. Should I change my name to Chorus now? I'm kind of committed to the beat with the squeaks, but kind of seems nice.
Is this in character?
Yes. It's just the way Kraken thinks.
You hear a
I can say what
strange,
you are.
I was going to say, you hear a strange noise coming from Bones. Exit recognizes it as his version of a chuckle. And I'm sorry, a song I did not expect just came up on Spotify. Is that the? It is.
What's
It's
the title?
It's Papaya by Masayoshi Soka, and it's from Final Fantasy 14. It's the Easter music. Papaya. It's really, yeah, totally ruined the scene.
I
I'll
thought
post it
it's
in the
the
cat. I'll post
Papaya
it in the
Meme
chat later.
song.
Post it in the
But
chat later. It's definitely a does not work. Um, so yeah, Bones, he looks at you guys and he's
Look, I don't know what you guys think you're gonna do now. Actually, I have a pretty good idea. You're gonna kill stuff, you're gonna make stuff, and you're gonna plot your revenge. How'd I do?
Wait, was Plot Your Revenge at Exit?
yeah.
Sounds about right.
Not that far off.
you hit the spot, boss. I got many ideas and I'm gonna need your help. And I'm gonna help this fucking city in the name of Magic Silverlock.
None of you gonks are doing any of that shit tonight.
We know.
There's no way
At least
I'm
I
gonna
know.
convince you, is it? I need to work.
Kraken,
Not tonight,
Not
Kraken.
right now, you don't.
none of us are doing shit tonight. You hear me?
I hear you, Exit.
But are you listening?
Yes, minor boss, I am listening.
Minor
Good.
boss.
Minor boss. Oh.
Minor boss.
This is big boss. Magic was second minor boss. You're the third minor boss. Sorry. You are in my mind you were exact for with magic. But Mr. Bones saved my life like 5 times and I still didn't pay you back, boss, for the guns and ice cream situation. I'm working on it. You're gonna roll this city with Rainbow. Or a better version of Rainbow. I got some ideas. It will be glorious.
Kraken, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
You already rolled this city, I know.
I turned down that fucking gonk 7 years ago. Now that I've finally seen him, I know who he is, or who he was. He wanted to sell this shit to kids.
Yeah, seems right.
You can tell us a bit more about this tomorrow.
Exactly.
Bones
Sleep
dead.
on it. Sleep in. Okay, your alarm goes off, you turn it off, right? You throw it out the window. I don't care. I
Even
can't
Yepa
have
didn't
my
sleep
best edge runners running on emotion. Because emotional people make mistakes. Mistakes are how you get killed.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that twice in 1 week.
Hey, Bones.
Yeah,
I believe the cat's working with my parents. I never told you about them, but that's not good.
no, it's not. But it answers a few questions. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You gonks are going to check into a hotel and sleep. Do you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
We'll talk more tomorrow.
Right, I have to drive you home.
Yes, I
Oh.
hear you, boss. I don't
Just
like
drive us
it,
to the
but I
nearest
hear
hotel.
you.
And so yeah, with that, you guys go, you leave the afterlife. It's the drive is quiet. Bones actually turned off the radio this time. All you hear is the roar of that sexy hot rod engine.
I will say exit is in shotgun.
And
Exit doesn't ride bitch.
hey,
I don't think you
the
would
size
with
of
four
the
people.
size of an Alvarado, there's like 3 spots for bitch. It's like a full Reuben sandwich. Before we call the curtain on tonight, we move the camera from the afterlife far across Night City. The other side, in fact, in a quiet hospital room. Even with the dimmed graveyard lighting, the green and white of trauma team is prevalent in this room. You gotta have your branding. A body lies on the table, a multitude of tubes and wires connecting to an equally dizzying array of machines and monitors. A nurse briskly walks into the room, connects her skull jack to the wall, and begins taking notes based on what data is being fed to her optics. A few minutes later, she disconnects and walks back out of the room towards a figure standing nearby. Gunshot wound to the chest, shattered clavicle, bullet ricochet, and lodged in the left ventricle. Removal was behind schedule. It took 38 minutes. BPM was 0 for 2.3 seconds during transit while auxiliaries were linked. Upon resuscitation, some irregularities were detected in the patient's bloodstream. Dialysis and filtering have begun and should take about 6 hours. She'll be ready to wake in 8. Was there anything else, ma'am? The figure turns, revealing a rugged woman, beautiful, with a loosely braided jet black ponytail and dark tan. Equal parts grace and power, she strides past the nurse and stops at the side of the bed. No, that'll be all, she says almost absently, looking at the figure before her. She pulls out an agent and speaks into it. Yes. Yes. I don't care what he thinks. Get your dogs out of my yard, Adrian, and puts it back into her pocket. Sighing, Willow Silverlock leans on the side of the bed and reaches down and touches Magic's face. Maybe Singapore wasn't such a bad idea after all, my little goblin. And that's where we're going to call the curtain.
That's
would
right.
like-
She ain't dead.
Barely.
Yeah, it's a big screw you to the audience. I'm sorry.
I would like to
Me
thank everyone involved with tonight. This was a very emotional episode. We are in week 1 of year 3, and this is how I'm starting it off. I would like to very much thank you, Magic. I did not plan this. I did not expect you to throw a massive wrench into my campaign, especially in such a way, but I'm so glad you did it.
Especially when
this is
Kraken's the one that throws.
I know.
Yeah,
He's the one that had the
Kraken-
wrench.
Kraken literally
Right.
threw a wrench 3 episodes ago. But it's Magic's turn apparently.
Yep.
This
Magic
was hard.
always overshadows Kraken with her
this was
craziness, and I love
really
it.
hard for all of us. After session last Tuesday, we probably sat and cried for a good 15 minutes as we bargained and looked through rules and tried to make this happen.
I
And-
begged to stabilize her. I begged,
It was hard.
and I did.
And now we yes,
And
Fox
it
figured
was
it out.
Sarah's choice.
It was Sarah's choice.
We did respect her autonomy as a player.
Yeah.
We had a
the
big
roles are there.
yeah.
I'm just
We
saying
had
the
a-
roles are there.
So I begged to roll.
We had a big conversation about it, and we talked
Yeah.
about it afterwards,
Mhm.
and we figured this episode out. And I would like to apologize to the Scarred Adventurer for leaving him in the dark over this. This was my fault. It was my choice. We
I
were
don't care enough to really be bothered by it.
we honestly were worried that you might have gotten mad.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So thank you.
There's a scene that I had in my brain where finally he's in the hotel room and he's just screaming, but that kind of scream where no sound ever comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Kraken. I apologize for leaving you out of the planning session on Wednesday. We went over why that happened, why I felt like it had to happen.
Yeah.
So thank you
I
for
think
being
it was
gracious about that.
closer to an hour where we all grieved and
It was like
and-
45 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, but
We grieved, had the shakes and everything.
thank you, Fox.
It was hard.
And
Yeah.
thank you, Exit. Thank you, Ruth. You took it really hard on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
I was fine until the curtain closed.
Man, none of us were fine after the curtain closed.
No, that's when everyone released all the emotions that we held.
Yeah.
I read on our Discord, it basically magic is dead, and I went, huh. What did she do this time?
What did she do this time? Yes.
Didn't
So-
do it. I
another.
did.
So 3 years into a campaign, and I managed to only kill a character once. And it wasn't even my fault.
You didn't
I
kill
think
her.
I think that's
Mm-mm.
a really, it's a testament to how much I love these players, how much I love these characters, and how much I want them to win. So thank you guys. Thank you, Fox, for the commentary. I was trying really hard
And
not
the
to watch
wonderful fan art.
and had some laughs. Thank you for the
I have
fan
to
art.
change
Yes.
what.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I have to change what
no.
Wait.
Red Death looks like from Argent now.
She drew exit holding magic. Oh, we're all gonna cry again. Okay,
Oh
cool.
no.
Put it into the community
Is it-
chat.
please,
Yes.
please, I need to see this.
Join L Discord if you are not in the Discord. Please join the Discord. We do lots of fun stuff here. Why is it not loading? Oh, I guess whatever.
Because apparently it hates you, but it loves Kevin.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
will
cool enough
magic
anymore.
stay at the afterlife bar on a technicality since Bones got in on a technicality that he was dead
We
for
will burn that bridge when we come to it.
Okay,
I have a
cool.
scene planned for it if it
Yeah.
ever happens, and I think it's
Okay.
going to be cute.
Oh, fun.
So
Oh, it's a comic. That's even better.
so thank you guys.
Sorry,
Yeah, no, I'm waiting, and I'm gonna go fucking stare at it as soon as we get a chance. All right, she needs to see me
And
react.
thank
So let's
you,
go here.
Bison, for
craziest part is I thought I was going to
trying.
be the one that killed magic.
It was
You
very
weren't here, so I did it.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you,
Downside
okay.
is
Fox.
if Red did it, she would not get up again.
That was beautiful. So if you're on the YouTube, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're putting out videos all the time. We have a show 5 days a week. 5. That's a lot. And they're all great. They're all great for different reasons. Check them out. Check out our YouTube. We've got a ton of videos on there, like a ton of videos on there. Soon to be 6. Stay tuned. So as we say on
Lord,
Dirty
that's
20
it.
Gaming, life sucks right now. Life is really hard. Things are not as they would probably should be. And you never know what other people are going through. So if you're not able to be kind to each other, at the very least, be nice. You never know. It could change somebody's day. So please be nice to each other. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, y'all.